boy Vontae here with another Paragon podcast. It has been a minute. It has been a couple weeks. We've been pumping out videos left and right. I got the new Noob of the Day series that everybody should definitely go check out. And I started up the quick topics on the page. Just something that I want to hit you guys with in between these podcasts. Because the podcast, like I said last time, are the long parts of the video. But this week, we got some awesome news. D, Kill You Dead. Why don't you guys tell them what happened in the community corner, man?
Boy, we got mentioned. It is lit.
We got mentioned by KL Smith, which was super, super cool. I'm sitting there, right? I didn't expect it. I told everybody, I said last week, I'm gonna do my best to get us a mention in the community corner. I definitely want them to at least mention it, and not only that, I had like a burning question. Then you can go back and look at one of the first quick topic videos. You can see I'd already been dying to find out, why does it take so long to pump out skins for certain heroes? Some heroes get them first, some heroes get them, some people just never get them. Like I said, like Aurora is getting like a tier, what is that, like a tier 2, I guess that is, and somebody like Bellica still has nothing. So basically, I don't know if you saw, if you heard his whole explanation, D, but the explanation was basically like, it takes a long time depending on what the hero looks like, which is actually a really good explanation. That's a really good answer, because you think of somebody like who has a tier 2 already. I guess you could say.
Well, look at Narbash versus Steel. Steel has a super simple hero model, where Narbash has a more complex hero model. But they're both about the same size.
Is it though?
With his model, yeah. Because you have the drums, and then you have the skirt, and then you have his skin, and everything like that.
Hero got a skirt, and he getting mad skins.
I mean, I feel like somebody like Bellica isn't really got that much going on, but I respect his answer. I definitely respect his answer. I'm sure he's not lying. It's just an interesting way to look at it. You know, I never really looked at it from that point of view before. That, you know what, and not only that, it's the fact that Paragon looks so much better than all the other mobiles. So yeah, they can just snap their fingers and kind of pump them out with little effort. But Paragon looks so good that it's just like, of course it's going to take a while. Now, I can't wait for Wukong to get his tier 2 or tier 3. I can't wait to see what that's going to look like. That's going to look crazy. So I'm excited for that for sure. It's not been too much news, man. It hasn't been too much going on, man. So I just been playing, just working on those levels, just trying to get better, working on my off lane and skills. What lane do you guys main?
I can pretty much do anything but support.
Nobody wants to be a support. Nobody.
Hey. I'm kind of start taking that role.
Support?
Yeah, FaZe is coming in clutch as shit, saving people's lives.
You know what? I was playing with a girl like all day yesterday.
Are you talking about Sniper Queen?
Yeah, yeah, Sniper, and she's just like dumb good with the FaZe. It makes no sense. FaZe is on my list of top 5 most hated heroes. I have a list of heroes that I just can't stand, and FaZe is, she's up there. Mortgage is definitely number 1. I hate Mortgage. Everyone knows this. Everyone who plays with me at least. I hate Mortgage.
Why?
I don't think that Mortgage is fair. I don't think that what she does is in any way fair. It's just too easy to be a savage with Mortgage. It's way too easy. Throw the ball, press like R1 to mark someone, bam, half health. Just like that. And if they don't have a purified card, then they're fucked, and they're just going to lose half their health over time.
Right. I mean, I can definitely understand that.
I think it's
cheating. Does her job. It's annoying.
Now I'm gonna tell you what I think they need to do to Mortgage. Now, I know nobody wants to hear this, but I'm gonna tell you.
Skill shot the R1, please.
Yes, skill shot it, or weaken it in some way. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to do balancing for these kind of. I'm not a game developer, so I don't know just how hard it is. But I imagine trying to skate the line between making the person quote unquote not meta and making them or not meta but not good, but also making them like viable to play in the game. Mortgage is viable, but like
The
she
cooldown is like 2 fucking seconds.
is it? I actually
That's
don't know the cooldown.
yes,
It's
that
4 seconds now, but you can get a onslaught gem where it makes it much less.
You,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
probably
familiar
what I
with the
do.
onslaught one. I forget what that one does.
Basic attacks reduce the cooldown.
It's every time you hit a basic, it lowers your cooldown by 0.2.
Oh God, so that just makes her
Shit is
even
broken.
more overpowered.
Basic mark again. Like, oh my god, come on now.
Mortgage is dumb strong. I'm surprised I don't see her in every game. And if I'm not mistaken, she is the only caster, ranged caster, with a speed boost to get away and healing ability. I think she
Can
is.
be?
She's not melee caster though. I mean, not range caster. I mean.
Oh, you right. You right.
I think she's the only one that can just get a speed boost and heal herself. I don't think any other range caster can heal themselves.
Oh my god.
I think so.
Yeah, no.
Like
Yeah,
it's
can run.
her OP penis is getting crazy. But that leads me to the next thing, man. This meta that we're in right now, we're just in like this weird space that I mean, I don't think anyone's appreciating, to be honest. I play a lot of Paragon, and I've been playing, like I said before, since Greystone was the current new hero, right? And I remember ever since then, well, I'm not gonna say ever since then, because at one point a tank meta was like the thing back on Legacy. I'm sure you guys remember, anybody watching this who played Legacy, when Severog was able to just build a shit ton of health, he was unstoppable. He was unstoppable.
I don't remember.
Days.
I came in before Greystone.
Damn, who was the new hero when you started?
I don't remember actually. It might have been Chimera.
I know Kai came like right before Greystone. When I picked this up, I had seen Paragon like all over the place. I'd seen it a lot, but I didn't understand what was going on. I'm like, so wait, is this like an RPG? Like I didn't get it. I didn't understand what was going on. I played like this computer game like way back in the day, and the concept was like super similar to Paragon. It's called Perfect World. Probably never heard of it. Just like some like,
Nope.
you know, just like RPG, MMORPG thing. And like it was this thing that you could do called like Faction Wars, where it was literally ahead of its time. Like that was the in my opinion, like the original fucking MOBA. You had to take down towers, you had to get to the base, get to the core. It was the same concept. And so it was interesting, but I've been playing this for a long time. When I picked it up, at that point in time, it was a nice balance between damage and tankiness. As the game progressed, we started seeing that it was really just leaning more towards power, especially when Monolith dropped. Everyone just wanted to be strong. That same thing happened in V42.
Oh my god.
But now we're starting to see, at least in the games I play, in the you know, the group of people I play with, it's a nice balance between damage and health. At least that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, there's definitely more balance between the two.
This meta right now that we're in, they touched on it in the community corner. Unstable cyborg. Do you guys think it's broken? Do you guys think it's balanced? What's up with this shit?
It's just annoying more than anything.
I'm gonna
It's-
start with it.
Mhm.
I see it a lot, but I really don't think it's overpowered. It's being used in its correct format. Although it's annoying as shit, I think it's sitting comfortably where it's at. People are complaining because they've seen it a lot more often. It's been there the entire time, but now that people are catching on to it, it's getting annoying.
I think it's I want to say that it's I want to be like everybody else and just say it's overpowered the way it gets nerfed, but I'm not going to do that because just like this whole meta or whatever you want to call it that's going on right now, there are counters to all of this stuff. Just like they said in the community corner, like, oh, Crunch is like a real, in his words, beatdown kind of character. This is true. But there is one card that once Crunch catches on, I am going to run every single game and shut Crunch down. Arcane Dancer counters Crunch 100%. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure there's a counter for Unstable Cyborg we're just not realizing. I'm pretty sure.
There's a counter to pretty much any hero that you can think of, especially like Countess and the Fae and Morgash and all of them, and nobody uses it for whatever reason. But Thorn Yomi is probably the best card to counter anything right now.
I think so too. If it fucking works, I've
They
been
pretty
hearing
much
those
kill
stories.
themselves.
Yeah, I've been hearing that it's like really good, but I can't tell if it's working when I'm fighting with it on. I can't really tell. I know I glow red, but I can't really tell if it's doing its job or if I'm just hitting them that hard. I play Wukong, so I'm hitting you hard. I don't know
Right.
if it's the card or if it's just me, and I don't like when I put it on, I purposely stay with you for like 5 seconds. I just stick to your ass, and that's risky. I need to know that it's working if I'm doing that. Unstable Cyborg isn't broken, I wouldn't say. Just like they said in the video, like you probably just think that because you see it a lot in your MMR bracket, but in reality, it doesn't sound as though it's really that popular. It doesn't sound as though it is, from what they said. I'm not
I
sure.
rarely see it, unless it's Rain on Rampage.
I see it on every Kwong I go against.
Yeah, I mean Kwang
just
and
avoid him.
Feng Mao are like dumb right now, which is another thing. Kwang got a quote unquote buff. I don't consider it a buff because I still see Kwang's missing that tether constantly, which makes no sense.
Right.
It covers like the entire lane when you throw your sword, so I don't understand how anyone's missing
the
it.
entire
It does. It covers everything.
Oh my god.
And I was playing with a guy. I ain't gonna say no names. But he know who he is though. I was playing with a dude, and I'm just like, bro, please land your tether. Please do it. Like you keep missing it. I don't understand. Like you must have never hit it before this little rework came to him. You must never have landed that tether because it's even easier now. So, and Feng Mao, I don't even understand why he just suddenly became meta. He's been the same the entire time. Nothing's changed.
Right.
So he just randomly just now Feng Mao is cool. All of a sudden, he's always been cool. But V43, when this shit dropped, we got an entirely new, sexy looking map. Way better than any other MOBA I've ever played. Way better. You guys can see it on the screen right now. Look at this, man. You can see the grass.
Yeah,
you
it
can
looks
see everything.
really good.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Is there any other MOBA that looks this good?
No, it's not. Not right now. Paragon is winning in every aspect in terms of map wise.
It's
Although
so
we got
sexy.
one, that one covers so much.
It is so sexy. Now I'm curious. Now this is something that's been on my mind. I don't think anybody's brought up. When they drop other game modes, because they've talked about this, will we have to wait for it to get this kind of update to it, or will it just drop on par with this?
My thing is, the 3v3 map that they was teasing when they brought out Drongo, I feel like that might stay the same, just because we haven't played on it yet. So that might stay the same for a while, and then they'll think about changing it. But when that drops, they're gonna give us that for a little bit and let us play around with it, because that's gonna be something completely new to the community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't. You know, and that's another thing. If what they say is true, and you know, there's always gonna be people saying, "Oh, such and such game is dying." Destiny's been dying apparently for like 3 years. So I mean, if it ain't dead now, I don't understand. But they, you know, it's all the people who say games are dying. If Paragon is truly quote unquote dying, wouldn't a new game mode kind of like really split up the player base? I don't even know that I'm interested in like a 3v3 kind of thing. Like I don't even know that I'm interested in that to be honest. It's hard enough
It'd be a
playing
lot
with
of
fives.
fun.
You think so?
Yeah, you just have to watch for toxicity.
I feel like it's gonna be worse when it's only 3 of you. Like you really gotta play your role now, or you're the noob of the day now. If you don't play it right. So I'm not sure how they're going to handle that. I think before they drop any other game modes, the game needs to release, and they need to do what like Destiny's doing and put out like breakdancing videos on YouTube or the character. They need to really step up the marketing first before they start like splitting up the player base. That's what I think. I don't think
Yeah.
it's ready for that yet, personally. I don't think so. But Paragon looks fantastic. So it kind of made sense to me why KL Smith was kind of like, dude, it takes a minute to pop these skins. Like, do you see how good this game looks? Like, I get it. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him at all. So, but just like we said,
Yeah, I get that.
yeah, I mean, but just like we said, if a 3v3 kind of thing came out, the toxicity in the game would just skyrocket. At least I think so. I think it would for sure.
Not really. Vainglory is a 3v3 mobile MOBA, and it's not really toxic at all, actually.
What game?
Vainglory?
What is that on? Is that on PS4?
No, it's a mobile MOBA. So
Oh my
on
God.
iOS and Android.
I've never played a MOBA on a phone before. Is that cool? Is that fun? How does
Yeah,
that
it's a
even
lot
work?
of fun.
Yeah,
That seems like that's a lot of finger touches.
right. It seems like that'd be hard. You guys should be seeing in the background me just like this was a gameplay that I just completely. If you're watching this so far, man, I'm just owning these guys in this off lane. I'm the monster. I'm a monster, but you know, you guys are going to see at the end, we still managed to lose, even with all of this. So to everybody out there who says, hey man, one guy can carry the entire game, I challenge you. I challenge you to prove this to me. You see my gameplay here. I am doing an amazing job of carrying this game, but unfortunately it is not enough. So I just want to let everybody know that. And
Oh my god.
the toxicity in this game, man, I think, and I've said this before, it's coming from this ELO shit. The Agora GG thing is where this is all coming from. That's what I think. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Because everybody's, oh, you're doing this, you're going to drop my elo. It's, at the end of the day, it's a game. You're just here to have fun. Okay, we got a little, like, off to the side ranking system, but you shouldn't let that define you as a player of Paragon.
But
That's
it
gonna
does.
kill the game experience more than anything. And that's what
I
they've been
actually-
allowing themselves to be consumed by.
I actually had I asked one of the pro players, God Eater, if he wanted to do follow for follow on Twitch, and he never answered me, but some fucking guy was like, who are you? And then I answered him back, and then one of his friends, I guess, said, well, he's a diamond player, so he's automatically better than you are.
Wow. Now, I actually chose this gameplay here
Oh my
just to
God.
prove this point. Just to prove the point that one man can drop. I think I dropped like 8 or 9 kills. I died like twice, and I just completely owned my lane. All of like the first like 20 minutes, I was owning the carry and owning the support completely. My tower was up for these 17 to 20 minutes. I can do
Now,
as
this
good
is
as I
another
want.
question.
Uh-huh.
Were those tower pushing kills, or were those just defensive kills? Because those are two different aspects of gameplay in the off lane.
This is true. I only attacked the tower when there was no one there because they had the car as you're seeing on screen right now where they were able to just protect the tower. So it made no sense for me to really push them when they were standing there because I would probably just get killed. But every time that I had a chance, whether they were just in lane trying to farm, I killed her. Whether she was trying to push my tower, I killed her. But whenever they weren't there, I pushed up. Point is, I can do as good as I want, and of course, kills does not equal wins. But I feel as though I can play my role well and still lose if the other people aren't performing in the game. And that's just what it is. It's a team game. It's not Call of Duty.
Right.
Call of Duty, I can drop 30 kills, get a helicopter or something, and then, you know, there's half the points we need to win. So it's a hard concept for people to understand. I think because the MOBA genre it's super popular and super famous, but I don't think it's
still
common.
relatively new to people.
Yeah, I don't think it's as common as we're making it seem. Like no one, like when my friends watch me play this, they don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't know what I'm playing. So they don't know what a Wukong is. Oh man. So going forward with Paragon though, in the future, I feel like this is going to be a major issue. It's not much onboarding that happens in this game, and I stress this all the time. Like the toxicity is so high. If I was new, why would I stick around and learn this game?
Right. You know, on the sly, what I think is really smart for them right now is the fact that they didn't fix our chat system. So that cut down on the toxicity just that much, and I like that right now. Because if you don't have a
Not
keyboard,
really.
I don't want to hear anything from you.
Like right now, I have a wraith stealing most of my farm.
But
Is
would
he playing
typing to
carry
him
or
change
support rate?
anything?
It
I can
would.
type to him still, actually.
It would just create tension in a lane that is unneeded. Because he gonna just steal the farm even more at that point.
Now, I know at some point they plan on putting voice comms in the game. They spoke about this. What do you think about that? In Paragon, open voice chat.
It might help out.
Yeah, I don't know about that one yet. That's kind of scary.
You know what I think is interesting? I think it's interesting that this is even like something that we need to discuss. I've never felt the need to discuss something that seems so trivial and basic in a game before. The ability to speak to other players would mean so much in a game like Paragon. Watch this kill here, guys. This is why Wukong is the man. But the ability to speak to other players has always just been like a normal thing. But in
Right.
Paragon, it's just like that could be the end. Like, I don't know. It needs to be addressed, man. I understand it's a competitive game, but it needs to be addressed. Like, this whole thing going on, it's going to drive away new people. It's just, it is what it is. It's going to drive away new people, and as we all know, a game is not going to survive with just the current player base. Now, what I think is also interesting about this
Yeah.
is, Sean, Kill, you did. I know you played other RPGs, MMORPGs before. Have you not? World of Warcraft.
I haven't played World of Warcraft, but I've played like Horizon Zero Dawn and Far Cry Primal.
I don't think that really is an MMO, but if you guys have ever played like anything that's like similar to World of Warcraft, the higher level experienced players typically enjoy helping the noobs. They typically chaperone the noobs into the promised land. That doesn't happen here. It doesn't happen here at all. And I think that's a real interesting thing. I think Paragon, and just I'm not going to limit this to Paragon, but this is a Paragon podcast, so obviously we're going to talk about Paragon in particular. I think that it's holding itself back in that perspective because Paragon is so different that it's just nothing you can do when you're really losing and you're really trying. Something you can do about it. And like I said earlier, I think this is all derived from Elo. I have recently stopped playing for Elo. I try not to even look at it. Although I stood up last night and I looked at it and I was like at the cusp of gold. Not that matters. I'm not going to get a trophy or any sort of extra anything for hitting gold. It's just an interesting thing. It's an interesting concept that isn't even really real. So it's like we're stressing ourselves out over artificial leagues, over things that don't really matter. And the only reason that they kind of matter is because when you're looking for teams on the third-party sites, on Facebook, Reddit, whatever, people check your elo. It's just what they do. So I think it needs to stop. People need to find a new reason to play the game. Maybe for fun. That's a good idea. That's a good place to start. Playing for fun, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, even when I was playing. Give me a second. I'm almost done with this match.
We didn't get a hero week this week or last week. That's just like it seems to have faded
hero
away.
in either of those weeks.
We didn't get. I'm not gonna get mad at them for that too much. I am mad about it, and I feel like the game needs a new freaking hero. But no hero week? I mean, not much went into that. Why is there no hero week? It wasn't that much. Just a story, a short
They're
story.
releasing a bunch of hero reworks right now that are kind of affecting, like, all the older hero models don't have too much to work with compared to the newer heroes.
I wonder who they are trying to fix. I can't really think of anyone
Just
That's
all the other older heroes.
off the top of your head. Could you
Yeah, I feel
possibly
like
think
that
of
might be
someone?
changing my Sparrow, and I'm scared.
More than likely just Murdoch, Twinblast, uh, Gadget, Chimera,
Gadget
Sevarog,
needs to be
all of
changed.
them.
Gadget, yeah, Gadget. I want to see something else. I think Gadget sucks. I know I'm alone in this, but I think
Whoa, I
Gadget
love Gadget.
sucks.
Gadget's still strong, but she needs some changes. Anyways, I gotta go. I got some family stuff to go do.
No problem,
So,
man. Where can they find you at?
um, follow me on Twitch at twitch.com/killyouddead48 or Twitter at twitter.com/killyouddead48.
No problem, man. I will catch you. I will catch you next time, man. I'll see you later.
Yep.
D,
All
See
I
you
right,
gotta
guys.
tell you,
good having
man.
you, bro.
I gotta tell you, man. Uh, it's just a real weird spot for a lot of these heroes to be in. I think Gadget, like you see right now, Gadget is funny that I'm mentioning Gadget because she's killing me right now. But I just think that her kid sucks. The only thing she can really do is put a bomb on top of your head. I think realistically, that's all she's doing. That's all she's good for. That's it. Compare Gadget to Bellica. It's a huge difference in usability. A major difference. Same with Warriors. I feel like every other caster in her league, Gideon, they all have a real like purpose. Gadget just doesn't. So I'm excited to see some hero reworks. I'm really excited to see all of that stuff going on in the game. Some more hero weeks though. I mean honestly, it was just a short story. Why is there not another hero week? We should have had one by now. It just should have
There
happened.
were no skins or anything. It was just you get her bundle and you get this paragraph,
That's it.
and that's Hero Week.
That's so
I mean,
simple.
it's the start, but I feel like so much can come out of that.
I mean, even if they left it that way, right? Even if they left it at just, you know, we're just going to leave it. Let me get this set up here. Even if they left it at just like, you know what, guys, we're just going to make it a short story. That's as far as we're going to go with it. Why hasn't another one come out? You know, and it could be because they're fixing bugs and all the other stuff. But I mean, it's just a short story. I feel like I can write that in a night.
Right.
Play one night, you know, I can stay up late, drink a beer, and write a cool story for Narbash. It's weird, like he stole his drum set from somebody else or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know. He stole Gideon's drum set or something. I would like to see, you know, the history behind Narbash as well. I think that'd be really interesting to see. Where did he get this magical drum set? Like, that would be really cool to find out.
He said this magical drum set. Oh my goodness.
I have been going out of my way, right? I've been going out of my way to play as much Paragon as possible, as you guys know I always do. But in the loading screens, we get like lore and stuff like that, right? So I make sure that I save every single one of those that I find. I save every single lore little sentence or whatever they put on the game. I save them all every single time. I've learned a lot about the game. So it turns out Letha is like, I want to say more of like, if I was to put it in pop culture, Letha is like a Game of Thrones kind of world, right? Where it's like magic isn't that crazy to see. You know what I mean? Like magical type shit isn't out of the question in Letha. While Omega is like a futuristic, if you've ever seen Elysium, I don't know if you know what that is, a movie that came out where pretty much it's like all the rich people live in like this super high tech area while the poor live in like this shitty wasteland kind of earth place. Like that's ultimately Omega. And then Zekin or Zetchin, however you pronounce that, is like where the real niggas live. All the beasts and all the crazy stuff are in Zack. And apparently no one goes there because it's so dangerous. I think that's like super cool, and I would like to see that fleshed out more. Like I'm waiting for that. It needs to happen.
Yeah, I've definitely been waiting on that because they say a lot of stuff. Like the one that caught me was there are only 3 members left of the Greystone family. So what happened to everybody else?
Right,
Like,
right. That's a good point.
What's going on?
There's 3 members left, and we know 2 of them. So it was like foreshadowing that we haven't seen the last of the Greystone. Like, it's not just going to be Sparrow and Greystone. It's going to be another hero, and I'm just excited. And you know what I was saying? I was talking to some people in online. I forget which site I was on, but I was just like, if you think hard enough, we can guess what else is to come. Like, okay, Sparrow, we got an archer, right? We got an archer. Greystone, we got a knight. What else is missing from that? Think medieval. We got a knight, we got an archer. What is the third thing that goes together there? A wizard, clearly. That's the last thing that they were missing, is a wizard. Or some sort of dwarf, maybe, with an axe. Like freaking Lord of the Rings. It's pretty obvious if you just think about it. It's pretty obvious. They're not doing anything too crazy here. You got the knight, you got the archer. They're telling you it's a third. It's either going to, I'm calling it now. It's either going to be a dwarf or it's going to be a wizard. And I don't consider Gideon to be a wizard. He's not related to me, from what I understand. So I'm calling it now. That's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be something along those lines. Same thing with, there was one where it was like Dr. Maximo. He, out of all of his experiments or something like that, only 4 of them have ever escaped. Another foreshadowing thing. We know Howitzer, we know the Phase, and we know Zinx. Who's the 4th? Right?
Right.
So it's I like what they're doing. Wow, they just tower divers on the screen. Like, oh my god, I didn't even know this was happening. You guys are actually viewing the opposite team as they crushed my team. They were just monsters, as you guys can see. They were just freaking monsters, destroying us. I lost this game, like I mentioned earlier. So yeah, man, I want to see a lot more happen with the lore. I want to see that fleshed out a lot more. It's there. They were on a good path with Hero Week, but right now it feels like they're falling flat because it's just nothing else is happening with it. And I don't want to be too critical because we got a lot of changes that need to happen first. Unstable Cyborg, Kwang. I assume Kwang needs to be changed. I mean, I guess I can kill Kwang. He's strong, but I mean, isn't he supposed to be strong? So I don't know. I don't know what the real gripe is with Kwang, to be honest. He's supposed to be strong from what I understand, so I don't know.
And he's been there the entire time. Like, I don't understand why he's just now becoming a problem. Same with Mao.
Yeah, same with Feng Mao. I don't understand that they've been there. So that you know what's going to happen. They're going to bring them quote unquote in line, and then everybody's just going to find somebody else to hop on to. It's not actually going to fix anything. Everyone's just going to migrate to a different hero. It's like what happened with Wukong. Wukong was awesome. I mean, he still is awesome. I only play Wukong now. He was like super crazy. They kind of brought him down a little bit, just a little bit, and now everyone just migrated to someone else, trying to find the next crazy thing. So I don't know. I think that kind of mindset is what ruins games as well. If you're just looking for what seems broken to play that, it seems like that's actually a pretty bad way to go about playing the game.
Yeah, that's horrible. I play to have fun, and I pick my characters based off their looks and learn after that.
Off their looks. Who is your main character?
That's
right
why
now?
I have. I don't know at this point. I typically play all the females, but the rotation right now is Sparrow, Ceres, Bellica, the Phase, and Aurora. So I'm a big female
Aurora, man.
But she's always been in there, bro. That's why I put her up a little bit because of this rework. Because I got cursed out the other day by a rank 2 Aurora who said that was his main, and I was dumb for building her like a carry. So she just been sitting in the vault until her hype dies down. And then she'll come and see the light again.
That's exactly how I feel. Unfortunately, I've spent like 3 million reps on Aurora, got her to level 15, and then this little V43 quote-unquote buff came out, and now everyone and their mom wants to be Aurora. I said this before, everyone wants to be Aurora now, and I'm the kind of person where I've always been this way. I realized this about myself in high school. It's like I'm like some sort of hipster. If something is popular, I just can't do that thing. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
If something's popular, like it was like planking at one point in like social media, I ain't doing that shit. Not only because it was popular, it was also stupid. But if something is popular, I just don't do it. That's just how I am. If something's popular, I don't do it. This is what it is. I have to be different. I have to do my own thing. It's just how I am. So I saw Aurora become the it girl, and I was like, yep, time for me to find a new character to play. And Wukong was always cool, so I'm gonna take Wukong up. Pick him up. Tell people what I can do with this guy. Especially when somebody told me that Wukong sucked. Now I'm like, oh, Wukong sucks. Okay, we're gonna see about that. And I'm making it work. As you guys can see on the screen, I'm a savage. Love me some Wukong. For real.
Yeah, people been saying that Faye sucks. I'm like, she's definitely bae right now, because nobody likes to play support, and I didn't either. But picking it up, it's a lot more chill than I expected, and I have a whole lot of fun saving people's lives. So she getting a lot of playtime now.
If you can blind somebody, I don't understand any world where that person isn't good. You can blind someone. Blind them. Like, there's no way that's not good in any game. I don't care what it is. You can literally take away people's sight. That's good. You're the only one who can do that. And obviously, guys, you can build against this with purity cards, but that's a higher level of gameplay, man. People don't do this kind of stuff. I don't know why. I have purity cards in my deck. As a Wukong, it's very important for me to be able to stop you from just controlling me like that. I have to have it. If Kwang tethers me, you better believe I got a purity card in my deck, so I can just walk on out of that.
Right.
Yeah, Wraith with the rewind, I purify myself, so he's just wasted. Like, you're not rewinding me, you're not tethering me. I think counterplay is just not used enough right now. Counterplay is just not a thing like it should be in Paragon right now. And I think that's why we're seeing everybody crying so much for nerfs. That's why things seem overpowered. If you think about it, wouldn't Thorn Yomi be the perfect counter for Kwang and Feng Mao?
Right. Definitely would.
But how often do you see that?
Like, people say people are too tanky. I don't never see Plague Lore come out. I'm like, y'all, it's so many counters to everything y'all do, but y'all just don't take the initiative to take the initiative. Like,
everybody watching this video, I want everybody to understand something extremely important. There's always going to be a quote, and I put this in Quick Topics episode 5. I believe it was episode 5 or 4. It might have been 4. If you didn't see it, please go watch it. I go more in depth on that on episode 4, where it's called Playing the Meta. Now, it's not to encourage you to do what everyone else is doing. Not only is that lame, it's just, you will really rock the world if you show up understanding what's popular. Like, okay, I know everyone's doing this right now, so if I use this, I'll cause some serious problems. Do that. Be that guy who goes out of his way to show people, oh, you want to build all power? Well, how about this right here? Oh, you want to try to be... Remember when Kalari was a thing and every game had a Kalari? They didn't even nerf Kalari, but it just stopped happening. Like, what happened to that? They didn't even nerf her. It just stopped. Everyone just stopped picking her. But I don't even know why. When that was the thing, I was using Finder of Plaything. Oh, everyone wants to be Kalari, right? Bam. I'm going to use this. Fuck your whole game up. So that's how I went. But that's it for this one, guys. As you can see, we lost that game extremely bad. I don't know what happened there. That right there, like I said before, is a good example of why one man can't carry an entire team. I want everybody to check out the other videos with the quick topics. Check out the noob of the day and understand the noob of the day does not discriminate. You could be next. Understand that. If you want to send in some replays or you want to get in contact with us so that way, because you saw somebody who was just a complete noob and you want me to put them on noob of the day, message D. Where can they find you, D?
Y'all can catch me on PlayStation at ID2 Fresh, and y'all can catch me on Twitch at ShadowX Gaming TV.
His link should be in the description down below if you guys want to message him, you want to see his stream, anything like that. I believe he streams like almost every single day.
Yep, around the same time too.
We are looking for people to send in those replays. Send in whatever you can. I'm definitely going to go through them, and I'm going to see who deserves the honor of being noob of the day. I got a new one out today where we singled out, I believe it was Shinbi. I believe was the person today. Yes. She earned it. I will say that she earned it. But go look at those other videos. We go a little bit more. Oh my God! You saw it though. You saw how she was carrying on. It was a mess, and she was level 17. Numbers lie sometimes. They say numbers don't lie, but numbers do lie. I disagree. So that's it for this one, guys. We will get on the Paragon podcast out again next weekend. Hopefully, we have some updates to the game by then, because I know they're hard at work balancing everything after the V43. So just be patient with them and just play against this meta. Unstable sideboard. We got growth totem. Understand what these cards provide and build against it. You're going to see a lot more success, but as usual, don't look for success for elo. Look for it just for the hell of it, so you can win games and level up your hero and be a badass. That's it for this one, guys. I will catch you guys in the next video.